Welcome to Real Talks with Pinks. Guys, I didn't go AWOL on you guys. I was on sabbatical and I was on Christmas holidays. So, compliments of the new year. It's 2021 and I know things haven't been so good both in Lesotho and South Africa. I just want to say to those families and loved ones who have lost family members, friends, neighbors, colleagues to COVID-19, we say a word of prayer and condolences. We are in this together. So I'm really excited. Today I have a couple for the first time. And officially we have, you're the first gentleman on the show. So this is really special. Wow. So yay! So I'm going to ask my guests to introduce themselves and then I will tell you the topic of the day. Who wants to start?
Thank you.
Ladies first.
Thanks, Pinks, for having us. And yeah, it's been I think something we talked about for a very long time. So just shortly, Masithelas, that's how she calls me with all the same names. So Kimamolemo Masithelas, after marriage to Ndate Inwan. So I'm a mother of 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for inviting us for this show. Nike dedicated to Masithelas. I'm married to Itumele Nkomani. And we're blessed with 2 beautiful kids, a boy and a girl.
They are so beautiful. Yeah. If you could just see their kids. Sure. So we have love bets today because our topic is long distance marriage. I know there are truths running around and misconceptions about long distance marriage. So Nalabona, we are in this boat together. So we're going to be discussing this issue. But let me tell you a short story that is quite funny. Someone recently asked me, Horena, and I'm like, how can and they're like, but you live in South Africa and Lesotho. And I was like, you know what? Chill, there'll be an episode about that. So guys, let's go straight into it. So you guys have been married for how long? And I think it's amazing. You are celebrating your anniversary, I think. Is it last year?
Yes.
Yeah, last year, December the 12th, the 8th.
The 8th. Yeah. And you've been married for 7, 8?
8 years.
8 years now.
8 years, that's a long time. And a lot of people don't know that you could actually survive this long distance marriage.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So tell me, how did you guys decide that, okay, maybe I got a job in South Africa and you're still here in Lesotho, but you're going to keep this, no one is going to resign?
Yes. If I may start, it's a matter of, we married very young. And basically, I had just completed my degree and then Kirokala honors.
Okay.
So I had just started into my career also and started with my first job in Lesotho. And then we started thinking, because I'm a South African citizen, we want to live in South Africa eventually. So, but for me, for field environment, opportunities were more better the other side than Haimona Lesotho. So I started looking for opportunities ka South Africa. And then I got a job in South Africa. And then, well, if you get an opportunity, and then also saying we were young and also we are from underprivileged backgrounds. So we really need to build very hard as we are young now. So and then now I'll make it a point every chance I get. So basically decision in the we want to build our own lives and obviously the income progress and actually we want to pursue better than what we were achieving. Yes.
This is a reality for many couples, especially young couples, what we call millennials. So I know traditionally people are always thinking, when my husband gets a job, I have to follow him. It doesn't matter if it's in Lesotho, South Africa, Ethiopia. Always we are thinking you have to follow your husband. So in your case, your wife did not follow you. So what would you like to say? Because I know there's a misconception. Suddenly when a woman gets married, your dreams die. You pursue what your husband is doing, especially when you get jobs in different cities like you guys. What would you like to say to that point?
Yeah, it's quite a controversial one, but
I know.
for myself, I would like to take you a little bit back, like when she first went to university in Lesotho, and then while we were there, I saw great potential, like when we started to know each other. Yeah, so I'm the first person like to throw her into the deep end and like send her out to SA.
Okay.
Yeah, so I actually like did an application with my sister, applied for a different, well, it's not totally a different program in South Africa, but she was pursuing geography at NAL, so I was like, no, man, there's a lot of potential that side. You better go that side. Yeah, so I always push her to the limits. And even for an honors degree and the master's thing, it was still my initiative, like encouraging her to further her studies. And also the work thing, I also pushed her to take the job and to work while I was in Lesotho. Yeah, well, it hasn't been easy, but I'm for people who push themselves academically and professionally. So I'm for that type of
growth.
Yes, yeah. I really need to see my wife pushing, like encouraging each other, challenging each other. That's the truth. Yeah.
We're so happy to have men like you who encourage your wives and push them.
Yes.
So how has it been like, the long distance relationship, having kids, everything else?
Sure. I feel like it's another field in itself, like a career field or, I don't know, profession. It's hard, things. It's very hard. Especially, I went, like we are young, like I said, we married young. And the first child was still very young. So it's been very difficult for us, especially compared to Bloom. I think Bloom you could easily manage. Yes. So, but we try by all means. We should always make a plan. Like we live around the calendar, schedule the holiday. We try by all means to get it working, and we always prioritize lelapa la rona on top of everything to make sure more as much as possible. Like most people would even ask, "Hello, Mario, osapila Gauteng?" Like,
I know, I'm one of those who asked. The way these people see each other so much. It's like somebody is making Maseru and Gacha, because when I was in Gacha's neck, I think I came twice a month. So I would skip one weekend and then I'm there the following one. So like you're saying, you guys try to make it work. And what's another important positive that you can say in this long distance marriage? We've seen, this is what we like about this. It may not be ideal. Obviously, everyone wants to be closer to their partner. But what is the one thing that you say, actually, this is a positive that we never saw when we started this long distance marriage? Because for me, this is not my interview, but for me, every time I spend it with my partner. When we are together, we go to the shops together. There are things that I'm sure I wouldn't do if we're staying together. Like every time that I have, I just spend it with him when I'm there.
For us, trust me, if Nikita all the time, a lot of things would be behind. I don't know if it's a matter of I'm not always with him, so I want to maximize the time with him. But I can say we get lazy together. Like if everything stops, so sometimes I get angry. I wasn't productive on maybe I'm behind my work report or my studies or what, because we just do things. We end up getting busy with other things, but when he's not there, like literally, I can make an example. Before I sleep, I'll brush my teeth, I'll wash my face, I'll do whatever that a lady does. But that schedule changes completely. So somehow I feel like maybe in a good way, I take care of myself more, or do the right things, like the the things that I'm supposed to do at work, at school, for the kids on time. Everything just is a mess.
Talk about
For me, one positive that I would love to mention is especially on that educational area. I get a lot of time to improve on myself, like do complete short courses. And now I recently completed my postgraduate degree at Birds.
Congratulations, that's a big deal.
Yeah. That's because we are in a long distance relationship. Yeah,
There's
so,
no
Utilize the time when you're not
I
together.
had to like enroll into Birds because I wanted to go see them for a certain period, like when I go for my block. So spend time with my family, and while I'm back at home, like I get time to study because I live alone here. Where I was with my mom, and now she's passed on.
May his soul rest in peace.
Yeah.
So a very important one. How do you block the noises of always saying, "Hey, when I'm in mosadi wa hatle, hi, ha ka tlo bosetse ya tla mona tlo di bana. Hey, when I itumeleng, Jena Mario hat." How do you block the noises? The noises will always be there. I'm sure they've been there. How do you block the noises from family, from friends, from anyone?
Look, like I said, I think we've always known what we wanted. We've talked about this. Sorry, I've always been a serious type. So we've always known what we want. And yes, but you can't be not in your house, but like I said, we are from underprivileged families. Like we've seen poverty. Like witness and train so rona rena le goal e re batlang ga tsana re batla go phela bophelo bo jwang le bana ba rona. So what we want is what is pushing us to hold on, and until we have what we say is enough for sustaining our family and maybe having a legacy that we say now we've done it, like we've reached that goal. So then we'll be happy. So we're both raised by very strong women who were struggling, but trust me, who made sure that we get the best out of life. So who achieve a life, even our parents where they are, they will be proud to say we've raised those kids. Yeah.
People shouldn't be crying about Maseru and Joburg or Tachasne, Kile Maseru. I know so many people who quit their jobs, and there's nothing wrong with being a housewife. If that's your choice, that's totally okay. But when people are saying you should do it, it's your choice. I think it's not nice because there's too many sad stories where people quit their jobs, you go and live with your partner. It's a reality. Finances will be strained, and then you start arguing about small things because now you have 2 kids and only 1 income. And that's the reality of life. So what do you say to those men? So many people like saying, cheat, you know, the other way. And I still know people who are cheating each other, staying in the same household, working Maseru together, by the way. So as a guy, encouraging other guys who might like for their wives to work elsewhere when they see opportunities, but they're a bit scared because of the noise, encourage them when we come to a closure.
Yeah. Well, it's all about loyalty and trust that you guys build. As long as you have that trust, when it's well built, then you can let her go. And also, I'm like I said, I'm for challenging people to grow. So, guys, I like to challenge your spouses to fly. To fly, yeah.
Challenge your spouses to fly. Also, this is a partnership. So we have to do this thing together, whether it's our careers, whether it's raising kids together. Just can you say your last words, and also talking about support, because you have kids. I know you need help from all corners, being siblings, your parents, and such things.
Yeah.
Okay, no, from my side, in conclusion, I could just say, I think the most important thing is we always acknowledge the fact that we're individuals. We are married, yes, we are one, as Christ says, but we are individuals. So we actually support each other in everything. That's the most important thing. If he wants to go to Brazil, I'll support him.
Yes.
If I want to go to Tokyo, he'll support me. But in general, having kids alone there is not easy. But I have families and friends who always are a call away. So Liena, he tries by all means. If it's hectic stuff like school things, he's always present. So the effort that your partner also has or contributes toward your long distance relationship is also important. So yeah, I think the effort that I see from his side makes me stronger. So I'm like a superwoman now because of his efforts.
Amazing. You married a strong woman. Oh my word. Thank you so much, guys, for coming.
you.
The Masithelas. Thank you for honoring the invitation, and thank you for your honesty, because I think we needed this so much. So guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, comment and like the video. I'll see you next week. Bye for now. Ciao, ciao.
Bye. Thank you.